recording. Awesome. It's Monday night again. What does that mean?
Yes, it's hashtag TFR Motivation Monday.
Welcome.
And we're here to motivate and celebrate.
Oh my gosh. Just be excited with you guys because April was an amazing, amazing month and so much has been going on. We are so excited for every single one of you. So thank you for joining us on this week's team call. If you're on here live, we are so thankful that you're sharing this time with us. If you're not, that's okay, but you're watching this as a replay. So thank you for that. Guys, we've got your back. So if you ever can't be here live, just know that you can go to the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel and SoundCloud, Freedom Reigns. Go and subscribe so that you get notifications when we go live or when we upload new content.
Yeah. Not recipes.
No, not recipes. All right, guys. So this right here, let me tell you something about this right here.
It got overpacked.
Oh my gosh. It got like crazy, crazy amazing. And so instead of having everybody on here, which we will complete this and post it on the Team Freedom Reigns Facebook page, but so many of you were hard at work in April that, I mean, like literally we've got like names and names and names on here.
We would have had to make the font so small to fit it on this list. You guys wouldn't have made it, or on this screen, it wouldn't have been able to see it anyway. So we're going to celebrate you all on a Team Freedom Reigns Facebook post because it wouldn't fit on here.
Yeah, but we're still going to read out your names because we want to celebrate you because you're amazing, amazing. But this is not going to be all in order and all neat and stuff like you'll see it on the Facebook page when we do get that up there. So let's look here. What have we got? Let's start here with, oh my gosh, there's so many. So we've got Dan Mollering with 2 enrollments. David Lee with 2 enrollments. Bob and Laura Robbins with 3 new enrollments.
Jill Melhoy, new homeowner up in New Hampshire on the lake.
On the lake. 2 enrollments. Billy Paquette with 2 enrollments.
Crushed it.
Sarah
Smith, 3.
Peter Leva.
2.
Lonnie Sunga, 3. Kathy Goebel, 2.
Yes.
Odell Bowman, 3. Okay, this one right here, and there's actually 2 ladies that just kicked butt this month. Marjorie Hamigan with 12 enrollments, and Grace Brucal also had 12 enrollments. Wow. Laura Wolpert, 2. Shannon Keith, 4. Jason McDaniel, 2.
Amanda Brooks, 2. Andrew Files, 2. We're Darcy Bubar, 2. Kathy Haney, 2.
Kat Clements, you had 2 enrollments. Nicole Moore, 4 new enrollments. And Melanie Robbins, 4 new enrollments. Susan Leal, 2. And I'm sorry, guys, we're looking at this page, and there's just so many people here. We're so excited for you. Linda Kidd, 4 new enrollments. Kristen O'Hara, 4 enrollments.
Barbara Ann Michael, 2. Albin Wilson, 5. Marjorie Pintal, 4. Zen, I can't read your writing there.
Kapasayan.
Oh, yeah.
2 new enrollments.
Adonna Blankenship, 2.
May Anchetta, 2. And she's in Japan. Great job, May. Smith and Nair, 3 new enrollments. Veronica Soto, 2 enrollments. Cynthia Greenewalt, 3. Ellen Williams, 2. Laura Marte, 2. Greg Hartman, 2. Avelina Santos, 2. Emily Amstead, 2. Oh, I got to breathe.
Richard Miller, 4. Meryl Shear, 4. Gail St. John, 2.
I know, this is crazy. There's so many.
Biggs, 3. Helen Isaacs, 4. And Abigail Pintal, 2.
So, guys, if we missed reading your name, please don't take offense to that. But we will go back through and make sure we have everybody on here before we post it on the Team Freedom Reigns Facebook page, because we want to make sure each and every one of you is celebrated the right way, the way that you deserve to be celebrated.
Because you're all unicorns and you all crushed it.
In April. All right, next one. Come on, next page. All right, so this is so exciting, guys. Rank advancements is what those enrollments lead to, and these are the people that had significant rank advancements in the month of April. So start off with the top one.
Crazy. Sarah and Chris Smith, congratulations, Pro 6. But there is a major, major story here on the road to that Pro 6. So why don't you pick it up on the next one?
Well, you know, I'm really excited because we're going to have Sarah and Chris come on as guests here in the future that's going to talk to you exactly about what they did to become Pro 6s, because it wasn't just the Sarah and Chris Smith show. This was their whole team, starting with Cynthia Greenewalt hitting Pro 5 in the month of April and bringing so many of her team with her. As you're looking at this page, I would say, gosh, probably at least 7 more people are part of her team, including Richard Miller that hit Pro 3. And then we have Margin Brucal hit Pro 2, George Torres, Pro 2 pace setter.
Yes.
Awesome.
Ellen Williams, Pro 2. Gail St. John, Pro 2 pace setter.
In her first month of enrollment.
Yeah.
Right then.
Crushing it out of the gates. That's like, we just had the Triple Crown or the horse races, right? Even though it was controversial, no controversy here. This was called out of the gates, lightning speed to the checkered flag of pace setter Pro 2. Great job, Gail.
Yeah, certainly. And then Greg Hartman also hit Pro 2. And Helen Jing, I'm not sure if that's proper, but I hope so. Pro 2 pace setter also in her first month. And Meryl Scher, New York City, Pro 2. Barbara Ann Michaels, Pro 2.
Also New York City. Yes. Helen Isaacs, Pro 2 pace setter.
Woohoo! And Braden Biggs, Pro 2 pace setter. And I think that's a mother and son that are doing this business together. So congratulations to all of the April rank advancements of the Team Freedom Reigns. So exciting. And then the Ireland incentive trip. So these are the 2 couples that qualified from Team Freedom Reigns to go to Ireland in August on the company's dime. So congratulations.
And these pictures, you can't tell by the smiles, but these pictures were taken before they qualified. But those smiles certainly enhance their qualifications. Great job, Bob and Laura Roberts, and great job, Chris and Sarah Smith. You guys totally deserve it.
You guys should really hang out, like in Ireland.
Yeah.
And then this. I love Sensational Saturday, and I didn't get to pull up this last week's, but I know that there was several people.
There was several.
Including Emmy and Marjorie and Kathy Goebel and so many different people that are starting to post their weekly wins.
And let's just clarify this. What this is on Saturday is your chance to look back at the previous 6 days or 7 days, including that Saturday, and list your wins. And they don't have to be like rank advancements or winning incentive trips or anything like that. Maybe you got your first rejection. I want you guys to celebrate your first rejection because this is a very real game. It's a very real business, and rejection is very real. And if we celebrate that, we give people permission, because most times rejection, if you get rejected and you get rejected, a win is on the way. So for every rejection, you're that much closer to a yes. So celebrate that, and obviously celebrate your wins. Celebrate your first customer. Celebrate your first distributor. Celebrate your first phone call or your first invite to someone on your chicken list. That's what these wins are about. So it doesn't matter what it is. You got out of bed that day. That's something
when
to
you
share.
didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
So it's just some of them. Just looking here, I pulled it up. So Emmy said, first of all, congratulations. This is a win. Their son, Jeff, just graduated from college. So that is so exciting. So she was super, super busy, but she still wanted to share her wins. So they used the live opportunity overview for an opportunity meeting again at the restaurant of one of their new team members, Alberto Escobedo. And, even though he's super, super busy, they still had guests there, and they had guests show up late. So they did another opportunity presentation for those guests that showed up late. So congratulations. She said consistency is really important.
Yes.
Amen, amen, for sure. And then we've got Chris
Poole.
Poole. You want to talk about Chris
about
Poole?
A stud. This guy is I would just call him a serial entrepreneur. He knows when he knows the value of something when he sees it. He saw this a while ago, but it just didn't fit into his calendar at the moment. There was something else he was doing, and then something else after that. But then when he saw it and he took advantage of it, he's just going for it. So Chris Poole, congratulations. Unbelievable, unbelievable, unbelievable.
Yeah, so we were on a Zoom with him with Dr. Mark and his wife, Theodora, that live in Ireland, that are part of Chris's team. So super excited to launch Ireland with Chris Poole and Andy D'Agostino. Super, super excited about that. And then Marjorie Ham, she's like, just super thankful and grateful today that my cold market that I met at the mall while shopping with her daughter just enrolled as a distributor with her. So guys, anybody that's out there that is around you, just be kind, be nice, and talk to them about what you have to offer, because they will want to join you. And then she also had one of her really good friends that she talked to more than 2 years ago enroll with her finally as a distributor, because it was finally his time. So great job, Marjorie. Super, super excited about that. And then Don Dees, his big win for the day was an idea he got in the shower.
It happens a lot. And I don't know what it is, but it always happens. Well, not always. I get inspired thoughts a lot of times, but in the shower, it's when I've got some of our hair care on my head. And I think it's because it's that close to my brain. It activates nerve 2 through my scalp, gets into my blood supply, and bam, I get an inspired thought. I'm not going to drop it on you guys yet, but it's something we got in the works, but I think it's going to be pretty big. And when we figure it out, we're going to invite you guys to take a look at it, because I think it's something that can make a major difference.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll have something to add to this Sensational Saturday, this coming Saturday too. Yeah. We're really, really excited about. Kathy Goebel signed up for LVA. She said it's been a while, so she's really, really excited to plug back in. She's been working her business every morning, even if just for half an hour, finally getting the hang of third-party validation, and she's feeling more confident with it, because when you do it, you get better at it, right? Yeah. You got to expect it yourself to suck first. It's okay.
And let me give a big shout out to Kathy on that. When she was talking about third-party validation, what she's been using a lot is Facebook Messenger chats. So setting up a group in Facebook Messenger. It's like a three-way call, but three-way calls, the challenge with three-way calls is you've got a prospect, you've got your advisor, and you're the bridge. You got to make sure that everybody can get on the call at the same time. Sometimes that's a little difficult. Sometimes we're talking about time zones. Sometimes we're talking about countries. The thing with Facebook chat is it's real time. So you go on there, and what she did is she left a voice message. Hey, Dondi, I want to introduce you to Eva. Eva, I want to introduce you to Dondi. Dondi, Eva's my coworker. Eva, Dondi has been working in our business for quite a while. And then she lays out what Eva has questions on. I get back to her when I have a chance. Eva responds when she has a chance, and it's ongoing. And the cool thing about this, and I'm getting chills. Look, I get chills when something, look at that. Seriously.
When something's awesome.
Yes, it's so awesome because this starts a conversation, but it's an ongoing stream. And so you can just follow that. Gosh, look at that.
I know.
Woo! Thank you, Kathy. You're giving me this amazing, because it's such a cool tool. And this is something we're going to really start promoting. And Kathy's going to become a master at this, because it's an ongoing, ever-evolving conversation. And you do it with voice, and you're listening to somebody's voice. You can hear enthusiasm with voice, which you can't necessarily in a text with, doesn't matter how many emojis or exclamation points you use. And it's just like a three-way call, except it's much more versatile, and it's ongoing, and it's not calendar sensitive. Yeah. So Kathy, great job on using Facebook group messages.
Seriously. And then Sarah Smith, I love what Sarah said. She said that she had magical days inviting and enrolling in all parts of her life. And she lists many of those. So go and read what she said. But then she said, I'm realizing that if you are an influencer, you are always inviting to everything and excited about making the connections. So it goes back to what Kathy said about getting better and more comfortable because she started doing it. Now Sarah's taking it to the next level in that you become a professional and an influencer when you're sharing everything in your life. Yep. You're just excited to share what you love. So congratulations.
Yeah, great job, guys. And just one little quick clarification on the Sensational Saturdays. It doesn't have to be business related, because we're going to talk about this whole thing about celebration and why we celebrate people. This is not just about LifeVantage. It's about our lives together.
Let's move forward into the call.
Let me finish my thought. And so it's something, any wins you have, because we're going to be sharing one that's not business related, but it's life related. And when we see each other celebrating our wins, we start to become more comfortable with each other. We start to understand how deep this goes and why this celebration is a perfect topic to talk about this. And now we're going to get into it, but I just wanted to clarify, it's not just about your business to celebrate wins. It's about life.
So let's talk about Pacesetter, guys. This is something that we want to make sure that we keep at the forefront of your memories, because when you enroll new people, you saw all those people at Rank Advanced and made Pacesetter Pro 2. That means that they also made that additional $100 in bonus. And then this month they're going to maintain it and get an additional $100 and move to Pro 3, right? So Pro 3 Pacesetter gives them another $250 and another $250 for next month when they maintain it. That's the thing, guys, is we want people to be excited. We want them to start strong and continue strong because they know what promotions are out there helping them set their pace with this Pacesetter program. So make sure you're using it to build your business.
So the influencer, it's all about the influencer. We're going to be talking big about this in Kansas City. But paving the way, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. What this is, and we've talked about this many times, the average over the last several years, the last people to hit Pro 7, over I think 50 of them, they all averaged about 22 months. And so this is what it takes to go through this. Create 1 new Pro 3 in your organization every single month, 2 new distributors, enroll personally every single month, and check out 3 new customers personally every single month for 22 consecutive months, and you'll hit Pro 7. Why is that important? Because you become an influencer. We call it the road to elite. But when you do this, again, you got to do this to get that. We're going to treat you like an elite. And in Kansas City, you'll be coming to the elite reception, going to the NCAA Men's Hall of Fame, college basketball, and just understanding why elites have it so good at LifeVantage, and you're going to want to be one.
Good.
So
yeah,
just
we're going to want to work your butts off to get there. So I was just looking at the live Facebook video that's this right now, and Emmy said that on that day that they used the live opportunity overview and then had to do a presentation afterwards at Alberto's restaurant, that Alberto actually enrolled his first preferred customer too. So congratulations, Alberto. That's really awesome. Great job.
Be resourceful and use it.
Yes. Elite Academy coming up in Kansas City. So Dondi just mentioned this in the influencer program, but you do not want to miss this party. And guys, we've already missed out on that $129 registration. The registration is $169 now if you don't have that golden ticket that came in the gold or the platinum pack. But if you do have one of those tickets, know that you still need to go and pre-register, or else you'll be charged full price at the door. Yeah. So please go and pre-register this week. What pre-registering does is it actually helps you make that commitment. But it also helps LifeVantage know who all they can expect to be there so that they can plan on all of this and have the best experience set up. So go get pre-registered. And now, here we are.
Let's get into the celebration.
Yes, and we've actually already been doing this call, okay?
Kind of clandestine. We snuck it up on you.
Yes, so this whole call is about celebrating your team, letting them know how awesome they are, how much you care about them, and knowing that you just truly recognize the efforts that are going out and that they are present. Okay, so we really wanted to share this call. And how did you label this call, the topic?
A celebrated person is a long-term team member.
I love that.
And that was your idea.
Oh, hey, that's really good. But guys, the reason why I wanted that to be the topic of this call is because you know what? People want to stay where they feel happy, where they feel good, where they feel like people want them there and they are recognized and loved on, right? I want you guys just to picture that every single person that's part of your team, and even those people that aren't part of your team yet, have that sign on their check that says, or chest, that says, make me feel important.
Yes.
Okay? Because that is what this is all about. Because people that you help feel important will have a different type of connection to you, your purpose, and your movement than someone that doesn't feel like they belong. So that's why we really wanted to do this topic today. And let's go ahead and let's just stop this share. Is that okay? Can we stop the share?
Sure.
Just so that it's us. All right, guys. Hi.
And let me just give you an indication of how much LifeVantage truly thinks about the recognition part and why recognition is such a big deal. Because it's all about inspiring people, empowering them, and motivating them to go be their best. Some people love the financial giveaways, like the Jeeps and the $25,000 checks. Other people, that really doesn't inspire them. Some people like trips. They want to see, that's why we have incentive trips. They like cruises or whatever. They want to qualify for those. And other people, that's just really not important to them. But you know what? The most important thing that, and I get emotional about this, because the thing that most people are inspired by and empowered by, just recognizing them, having them cross stage. That's why you see people that are, that you don't have to rank advance to an elite level to cross stage. We want to parade you now at the early ranks, because it's just an attaboy or an attagirl or a pat on the back. Just recognition of a job well done causes people to do more. And you realize the problem with this is that corporate America has never embraced this.
No.
This doesn't happen in a 9-to-5 job environment. Very few people, very few companies have figured out that the way to have a happy workforce and keep people long-term is to celebrate them. Most people are criticized on the job, and they're not used to being celebrated. Right. That's why we want to make this a much, much bigger deal than we have in the past, because it is a big deal. And something I want to plant a seed in your head. Don't feel that when you're at an event and your name is up on that screen asking you to walk across stage, do not sit in your seat. No. It is not for you to be humble and say, no, let somebody else. It is for you to walk up there, walk across stage, because it's not about you. It's about your team who needs to see you up there. And this is something that I just get super, super emotional about, because if somebody qualifies as a Pacesetter Pro 3 and they stay in their seat and they don't walk across stage, they've got team members in the audience that see their name up there on the screen and they don't see them walk across stage. And it breaks their heart because they don't see themselves walking across stage. And when they qualify and they see their name up there, they're going to stay in their seat too. And it's not about staying in your seat. And recognition is not about giving you undeserved credit. It's not about bragging for no reason. It's not false praise. It is deserved praise. So please get over yourself if that's you, if I'm talking to you, and do your team and yourself a favor and get up there and walk across that stage. There's nothing like the feeling of people cheering you. And there's nothing like your team members going, that's my leader up there. Mm-hmm. I want to do what they're doing. Yeah. And that's why we will never, even though we don't sometimes feel that we deserve to be up there, we walk across there anyway, because there's people on our team that want to see us up there. And I'm just saying we're very, very critical on ourselves about the quality of leadership that we present to you guys. And we're always trying to be better. But the best tip I can give you is whenever your name is called and whenever you have an opportunity to walk across stage, take advantage of it and do it. And don't do it pridefully, but do it with ownership and walk out there and receive the credit that you deserve and the celebrating that you deserve.
Yeah, I agree completely with what he just said. So how about this though? Our corporate events, sometimes it feels like there's a long time in between those events, doesn't it? And if you only get celebrated at those big events, then sometimes it's easy for your spirits to go low and for you to get discouraged in between. So what we would really like to have as a goal here at Team Freedom Reigns is for everybody to work together in celebrating each other.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to tell you straight up, please do not just rely on Don D and I to celebrate you or to celebrate your teams. Please help us. Team Freedom Reigns Facebook page is the perfect place for that. That's where you want to be celebrating your new enrollments. Okay, whether it is a customer or a distributor, if you have a new PC, celebrate on there, right? But if you have a new business partner, please make sure you're adding them to the page and then celebrating them. Post a picture of them. Welcome them to the team so that we can all congratulate them on the amazing decision they've made and also make them feel like they are part of the family, okay? So new enrollments. That's one thing that we need to make sure that we're putting on there. What else should we celebrate on the Team Freedom Reigns page?
New enrollments.
How about rank advancements?
Rank advancements, absolutely. And let me just kind of take a really quick sidestep and come right back. Do you know one of the biggest criticisms of network marketing and why people say, I tried that and it didn't work for me? Because they never felt like they got supported, that they were on an island by themselves. That's why it's so critically important to reward your new team member, your new distributor, your new customer by introducing them to the rest of the team so the rest of the team can welcome them, congratulate them, and just support them. That is something that most people, just that one experience, to be added to here, please introduce or please welcome my new distributor, and have them get 10 to 15 different welcomes from 10 to 15 different strangers. Yeah. That's going to solidify that experience, and they've never had it anywhere else. So please capitalize on that.
Yeah, definitely. So we want to make sure that we're doing rank advancements, rank advancements, Pacesetter.
Yes.
You know, I mean, when someone hits Pacesetter, that's a big deal, guys. Pacesetters are really identifying themselves as the people that really want to build this business, okay? And yet, people that hit pace setter are really going to be only about 20% of your business. And so you really want to make sure that you're celebrating everyone. So even if you celebrated all of your team members that made it to LifeVantage Academies or the monthly training that's near them, okay? Because people sometimes, like we said, just want to feel like they belong to something and that they're accepted. And they will go to every event and maybe not really ever enroll anyone other than themselves. Every single month, they have their own subscription order. And that is so valuable to you and your business, but even more importantly, making them feel important is valuable to them, okay? So don't just focus on the people that are doing, all of the big enrollments. You want to also focus on the people that are doing, the steps to belong and maybe just haven't quite found their groove yet for the enrollment process. Just keep in mind, there are so many different types of personalities and people that are looking for different things in this opportunity. It's not always going to be what you think they should be looking for. Actually, it'll never be what you think they should be looking for. But we always have to be aware and listening to what they want. And then celebrate it. Celebrate with them.
Absolutely. One thing I want to share with you guys too, and give a big congrats out and what's the word I'm looking for? A big congrats. Yeah, some accolades and some kudos to people that have been doing this lately in the Phoenix area and doing this in the Texas area, is congratulating people and profiling people when they do their first presentation.
Yeah.
That is huge because public speaking is one of the two, depending upon year, biggest fears that human beings have. And to celebrate somebody's first presentation gives those people that are scared permission to do the same. And we oftentimes overlook that, how big that is. Maybe they've never enrolled anybody. Maybe they don't even have any guests in the room, but they got up in front of the room or they got on a webinar and they did their first presentation and they didn't die.
Yes.
That's maybe they even stumbled over their words a couple times. It's okay. They did it. They overcame their fear. Because one of the biggest things to celebrate is overcoming fear. Because everybody has it. Even every single one of our executive master pro 10s has fear every day. The difference between them and most of us is they overcome it quicker than we do. That's why they are where they are, and most of us aren't where they are. That's the thing. Overcome your fears and celebrate first presentations.
Yes, be courageous.
Yes.
Face your fears. You can absolutely do that. And I want to make sure that everybody is aware that LifeVantage Academy is this week. So get pre-registered, and if you are a Pro 3 or above in some markets, but in most markets it's Pro 5 and above, make sure that you check Big Blue Calendar for every Friday night. There's going to be a leadership meeting. In many markets, there's an opportunity overview that you can take guests to see an elite presenter from outside your market come in and share this opportunity. Those are golden opportunities for you to share this information
seriously
with the people you care about. So how about first three-way phone calls?
Yes, another big thing to celebrate. Whether you do it as part of a group, where you say on a Saturday you have a bunch of people over and you've got people in different rooms doing three-way calls. You all bring your databases together, which is having three-way call parties. This is something I love to see people do, is have a whiteboard up and how many did you make and who did you get. And the key thing is building from event to event, or bam-famming them. Build a meeting from a meeting, book a meeting from a meeting. So invite them to the next opportunity webinar, which is when? Tomorrow night. Invite them to LVA, which is when? This weekend. Invite them to the next big corporate event, which is when? Kansas City.
July.
So, and just get people committed and then have a contest. Whoever does, splits pizza or whatever. Just make it fun. But yes, three-way calling parties is great. Or your first three-way call chat using Facebook Messenger. Again, Kathy Goebel, props to you. It's amazing how it works, guys. And I invite you to try it. If you've not tried it, it's a wonderful, wonderful tool. But celebrate the little things. Celebrate your first, like I said, the first call on your chicken list, because it could be your first big, you might think it's a no, and it could be your first big yes.
Yeah, seriously. And guys, and I know that we're already at our 30-minute mark here, and so I want to kind of get us to wrap this up. But we just want you guys to understand that celebration is a process. It's something that we want to celebrate the big wins, but we also want to encourage and lift up when someone is having a difficult time. So maybe when they get their first rejection, or when someone tells them they're crazy, it's like, it's not, celebrate. It's like, who else has been rejected? All of us, right? All of us. And so again, it's helping people understand that they're not alone in those rejections and in those, you know, those harder times too. So as Dondi said before, we want you to know that this is not just about LifeVantage. We're a family. This is about life. Okay. So we want to celebrate things like Emmy's son graduating from college, right? Or Saturday, we're going to be celebrating with you guys some stuff too after we have some more information, because we're really, really excited about it. And it's been a long time coming for us. So, but it's not LifeVantage, it's life, guys. We care about every single one of you, and we want you to know that this business brought us together for a reason. And we're in this life together. Not one of us is getting out of it alive, right? And so let's do everything that we can to celebrate each other, lift each other up, love on each other, and just be kind.
Yes. Just be good humans.
Yes.
It's pretty cool to be a good human.
Yes.
Because there's not a lot of them out there.
So I hope that you guys have understood out of this call the importance of celebrating each other in this business, but also celebrating each other in life, because a celebrated person is someone that will want to be around you because they know you care about them.
Yep.
It's a big deal, right? It's a really big deal. So I hope that you guys have gotten something out of this call. We pray that you have. We want you to know that we celebrate every single one of you. You're spectacular. You're amazing.
Off the hook spectacular.
Yeah, and we love you. So again, tomorrow night, live opportunity overview. You've got just under 24 hours now to be inviting to that. 5 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be putting the email out here later tonight. And so you can share the Zoom link. I would say if you're going to have guests, make sure you share the Zoom link with them, because going through live Facebook does not always cooperate. And we always want guests to have the best experience. And that means actually getting on the Zoom, right?
Yep.
It's such a big deal. All right, guys, we love you. Have a blessed Monday night. And anything else you want to add?
Nope. Thank you all for being who you are. Celebrate the little things, because bunches of little things and excitement and enthusiasm and empowerment lead to many big things. So start with the small things and celebrate them. We love you guys. Have a wonderful week. God bless.
Bye.